Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Now, let's deep dive into variables. Okay, let me comment it, and this one too. In Python, we have also a function. Remember function? What is function? Functions are block of codes that is created to perform a special task. And function is
Nothing.
executed only when you call by name. Okay?
Return.
Only call by name. You have to call them. Okay? To create function, we have to the same way we created function in JavaScript, we have to do same way, but little bit different. Okay, same concept, same logic, but syntax is little different. We wrote function to create function in JavaScript, but in Python we start with def keyword, def, then name of the function. We can say my function. It can be any name though. Then parenthesis, then colon. Press enter. Press enter, and by default it will be indented, and you have to maintain it. Print. Hello, engineers. This is a function. Okay. Now, if you run it, you can check whether it is executing or not. Nothing happens.
All right, what I said, Python has very strong functions. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe
Microsoft product.
maybe, yeah. Okay. So Python starts with def keyword. It's a keyword. Okay. Audio output. Come on. Microsoft product. I just take it out. Maybe it is expecting this one, you know. I'm not using it. I'm using now this one. This is LG product. Okay. In Python, function
or function, the
starts
first keyword
with
is
def keyword,
def,
then name of the function. It can be anything, but always try to make it meaningful. Okay. Then parenthesis, colon, press enter, then codes will go here. Okay. And it will be indented. When you go out of the function, That means the quotes doesn't belong to the function. The concept is when the quotes within the indentation, it belongs to this function.
This function.
When it goes out of the indentation,
Indentation
the quotes or lines are not
belongs to
belong
the function.
don't belong to the function.
The function.
Clear?
It goes somewhere.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to call this function. If you don't call it, it will not print.
Work. Yeah.
It will not work. It will not execute. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to first really copy it and just paste it. Now, when we are calling, we are going out of the function because it is not indented. When you indent, this means this also belong to this function. So you have to go out of the function to call it. Okay. Then save it. I clear the terminal and just say Python space hello.py. Hello engineers, this is a function. Clear? We will discuss in depth later on again about the function, because in Python, especially in Python, functions play very crucial and important role. Okay, so we have to be discussing this more later on. Okay, now I want to go extra mile with variable, because in variable in Python, variable is little different than any other programming languages. Okay, say for example, I can say you already noticed in Python you cannot concatenate with string and numbers, you know. So let me take it out. It's disturbing actually. Okay, like x, we are going back to variable equal to 100, and again I say x equal to Leonard. All right, now look very carefully. Python behaves a little different than others. If I say print x, let me just comment everything so that we can focus. All right. Hello engineers and 100. Okay, fine. Now I just take it out. Now I have x equal to 100 and x equal to also Leonard.
Which one will take?
Which one will be printed?
Yeah.
Which one will be printed?
Leonard will be printed.
Leonard will be printed. Why?
Because the
Because
Leonard is the last one, updated one.
because
He always take the last one.
right. We say override.
Override one.
Override. X equal to 100. Override with x equal to Leonard. Okay.
এখন আবার লেখেন x equal to আনি রহমান নিচের লাইনে
Okay.
x equal to আনিসুর.
Do you think it will be printed?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Okay. Definitely it will.
If you do the 3x equal to Anisur Rahman, maybe it will print more easier.
It didn't get printed.
Not it?
Why?
Yes.
Wow.
Why?
Because the Anisur Rahman is not a boss. Boss is the Leonard.
Okay.
No, if you do xxx equal to Anisur Rahman, it will print.
Okay. Okay. It is because I didn't save it. Okay. I just want to baffle you, you know. Okay. No. আনিসার চিন্তায় পড়ে গেছিল আমার নাম
তাই তো
what's wrong with Python? Okay, now say for example x is number, x is number 1000 and y is 1000. Now one is number, one is string, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot concatenate it. You cannot say print x plus y. It says type error. Okay, so always remember in Python we cannot directly do it, but if it is string, the number becomes string when we
it can concatenate it.
Yeah, put inside the it will print, but it cannot give you the actual result. You cannot expect it. Say 1000 1000. Okay,
Just that.
all right, clear. Okay, now just we have casting. It is called casting in variable chapter. This is very important for especially interviews, you know. Casting, what is casting? What is casting? Actually, if you want to specify data type of a variable, then this can be done by casting. If you want to, come on. Want to specify data type of a variable. You can do it by casting. So usually question is asked, what is casting used for? So casting is used for specify data. Actually, you can check. Actually, you can specify data. What is specify? Let me clear. You can say x equal to, really irritating. I don't know from where it is coming. This is Windows. X equal to str. Str is string. Okay. And I want, say for example, this is 30. Just look very carefully. And y is integer. Y equal to integer. And it is also 30. Z is float. You know float is what?
Decimal.
Decimal. It is also 30.
Oh, how come float goes like 30?
Specify data. I want to specify data. I'm not saying 30 is floating. I want to specify. What is specify? I just want you to understand it by example. Okay. Now, if I just print x and print y and print z, look what happened. str30 is 30, integer is 30,
30. And
float
float.
is
Good.
what it means. When you specify 30 as a string, actually it will be like this. All right. So it's string. And integer, since integer is a number, so it will remain 30. But float, it is integer. You want to make it float, so it will be 30 something, but you cannot take more than 30. 0 doesn't have value here, so you can make it float just dot by writing dot 0. Okay, so just try to understand the concepts. So 30 remain 30, but it didn't say will be inside the
Inverted comma.
inverted comma. Still, it is string. Okay. Now, let's go a little bit how we can get the type. I want to take it. Oh, I think now I got it. I just hold on here and take it out from the field. Okay. Now, say for example, we have type function. Remember, in Python, method and function. This is actually method, right? It doesn't have def keyword, so it is not function. But in Python, methods also called function. Remember, so these are inbuilt function. Okay, but the function we create with def keyword, it is created by us. This type, this is function. Print, this is also function. These are inbuilt function by default function. Okay, X, just try to understand the concepts. Y equal to sense. Okay, type, I say, is built-in function. Built-in or inbuilt, whatever, same. So I just say print type. Okay, and inside type function, I just say X. So I put X inside the type function and I just print. Look, type is a function. Okay, and inside the type function, I just
A variable.
X. Usually type function. Okay, then I print. Understand?
Mm.
Okay, so I just print type and I want to check what type of data 50 is. Separate, it is 500. Okay, if you want to check, you can check it. This is integer, class of integer, type is integer. Okay, if you say what it will be now,
Float.
float, so you can check type, you know, it's a float. Now jet, if you say 1000, and you can check also jet. So these are silly question though, But sometimes you can be asked, what is type function? Type function is a function to check what type of
Data type.
data it is. Okay, so it's very simple, very silly question. Still, you have to practice. You have to keep in your heart and mind. Okay, now clear?
Yeah.
The type is a function to check what type of
Type
data
of the data is.
it is. Okay, fine. Now, this is in variable chapter. Okay, now names variable. These are again silly questions, but these are asked sometimes in the interviews. You can say legal variable names. Legal variable names. How you can name. Usually in function, remember, most of the time we name like like my name. This is legal. My name. Bangladesh, say for example. Or you can write again okay, you can write my name underscore. You can write my name, okay, or you can write underscore my underscore name. This is also legal. Or you can say all capital. This is also legal, but I prefer not to use these two. Okay, but you can, and you can say my name one,
One.
my name two. Okay,
But you cannot put one in the front.
no, you cannot, but you cannot put one in front. Okay, so these are the even in other programming languages you can even name like my name like this, but in Python this is also not legal. Okay, other than this examples all are illegal.
All are legal.
You cannot say my name, illegal, not legal. Okay, so remember, usually this variable name and this variable name usually start with small cap then capital cap. These are the most used names, these two. I don't prefer the first one too, but you can use. So these three mostly Python programmers use these three, the first three, but I prefer these two. Okay, because 95% people use it. So try to be in the swim. try to practice most people practices. Okay, assigning multiple values also allowed in Python. Okay, what do I mean assigning multiple values? Many values to multiple variable. How many minutes we have? 5 minutes. Okay, then it might be disconnected. Okay, now I say many values to multiple variables. Okay, like Python allows to assign values multiple variable in one line. Like you can say x, y, z. Then just say Anis, Vincent, and Dennis. Okay, and now you can just print x, print y, and print z. Now Python can understand what is Anis, what is Vincent, and what is Danish. This is very straightforward. X is Anis, okay. Y is Vincent, and Z is Dennis. Clear?
Mm.
Any confusion? Is Professor Anis sleeping? It's not being printed. Why? Forget to save. Clear? So Python allows you to declare and define variable. I said in Python, you don't need to declare variable. You don't need to say var x equal to Anis. Just directly you can define it. So it's very straightforward. Okay.
Yeah.
And even Python also allows you to one value to multiple variables.
Mm.
I say one value
To
to
multiple.
multiple variables. Variables. Mr. Ranish is sleeping, right?
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Is he really sleeping? Come on. Muhammad, are you sleeping? Yes. Don't sleep, man. Anissa are sleeping. Okay. So how you can say x equal to y equal to z. Okay. And now you can say x equal to y equal to z equal to 10,000. Sleeping? Anissa are sleeping? Are you saying no or yes?
Yes, oh, মাইক বন্ধ করে আমি yes বলতাছি।
Hi, hi. Sleeping. Okay. Print X
10,000. Print about 10,000.
10,000 and print Y
About 10,000.
10,000 print Z.
You can do 100 hours.